I finally have one to post. Oh boy. Are you there? Who is this? Is this Jessica's number? I'm Anna, not Jessica. Oh, I'm sorry I entered the wrong number to bother you. Please, forgive me. I don't forgive you. Then you go to hell. What a 180. Let your whole family die. Oh my God. Cry harder, weirdo. But they wanted all your information to sell. Oh man. I got scammed by selling my car. I had a car sale easily worth $5K. Oh boy. The moment I put it up for sale, I got a call. Even before I was able to put it anywhere else. The guy said he wants to come and see it. He sniped it. Wow. He shows up with 2 other guys. They distract me by wanting to explore the trunk. I knew they were shady and was worried about what he was digging around in the trunk for. Then he goes to ask for a ride with just me. During the ride, he said the car was running rough. Took it back to the house and I see oil on my driveway. Then the engine starts smoking. He asked to look at the engine. I see oil all over the engine. He opens the radiator and there's oil in it. Very bad sign for a car. Oh my God, was it sabotage? They offer to buy it for really cheap. I start catching on that these guys did something to the car. I thought they purposely broke it so they could buy it cheap and part it out. I refused to sell it, but they kept upping the offer. Eventually, they made an offer that I felt I would get for a broken car anywhere else. I figured they were gonna chop it up and sell the parts. I eventually caved and sold it thinking I won't get much more than what they were asking with a broken engine now, so I sold it to them. Oh, dude. He got suckered into it. No! Very stupid, I know. Turns out the car was fine. They put oil on the engine to make it smoke. They pull a vacuum hose to make the car run rough and have the engine light come on. Then they put oil in the radiator to make you think the car is ruined. They buy it cheap, clean it up, and flip it. Wow. They have this like down to a science. I'm sharing because I don't want anyone else to fall for it. Look out for the signs. Multiple guys, they try and distract you with something stupid. They're ready with money to make an offer on a car that just broke. I felt so stupid afterwards. Always have someone with you. You're dealing with thousands of dollars here, and even though you aren't the one with the money, the value's still there and scammers will scam. Don't let it happen to you. Only you can prevent car scammers. Dude, they have like a whole system set up. They had the bait, the execution. That's a robot. That's the most efficient thing I think I've ever seen on the subreddit. I don't let them touch anything except the passenger seat. You want to see the dipstick? I'll pull it for you. Want to see in the radiator? I'll pull the cap. Until you pay me, it's my car. Do not touch it. That's also a good rule to operate by. Like, this is my vehicle, my property, and until we pass them, you know, the transaction's complete, I'll handle it. That seems, yeah, that's just basic protection. Elon Musk arriving tomorrow to romance my elderly neighbor. Well, how sweet of Elon. My neighbor and best friend has been texting with Elon Musk in the biggest quotes you can imagine for months, and he's told her he would be coming Christmas Eve to see her. He's promised money and car, as in all the other scams, and I cannot convince her he's not real. She's invested with him, though she's poor and can barely take care of herself. She does own her home and thinks she would sign it over to him. I've compiled evidence to try and convince her that it's a scam, but he has an answer for everything I bring to her. He's communicating through WhatsApp. Sadly, this will end up being the worst Christmas ever for her, as there doesn't seem to be a way to stop this. Dude, that's heartbreaking. Because she's fallen for it. I remember, because I'm really into wrestling, there's a lot of dudes who will fall, and ladies who will fall for these like romance scams with people pretending to be wrestlers. There was a really popular one that happened where someone impersonated was like either Alexa Bliss or Seth Rollins or something, and that ended up like carrying over to live TV because someone like got onto the ramp. Crazy stuff. Gas pump scam attempt. What is this scam called? Scam. I was getting gas at a travel center, and a seemingly nice couple said hi. I said hi back. Then came the ask. Hey, if we give you cash, can you let us pump gas from your me? Nope, but you're already pumping. Nope, but it won't cost you. Nope. I'm done, and I shut off the pump and get ready to move to a parking at the travel center to get chips and drink to continue my trip. I hear them talking as though I'm being unreasonable, but after their third attempt, they clearly gave up. Don't with my money. Rules to live by on the scam subreddit. I posted this before, but the best tactic to deal with these kinds of people at gas stations is to shout very loudly, making sure you get the attention of everybody else in the entire gas station. Outside and preferably inside as well. I shout, get Get the away from me right now, as I'm pointing in a direction away from me. This works surprisingly well. They don't want attention drawn to them, and if they do say a smart-ass comment as they're walking away, that doesn't matter. You've taken care of the situation and you've drawn attention to them, which is exactly what they do not want, because it creates a difficult environment to scam in. The easiest way to avoid being a victim of a scam at a gas station is to have everybody focus their attention on the scammer. That way you'll have multiple people, if there are indeed multiple people, who can give witness statements as to what the scammer looked like, what kind of car they were driving, etc. That reminds me of a time when I was younger. We stopped at a gas station during a road trip, and we had someone try and scam us. I think they were successful. So what they did was they had, it was like a mom and a kid, and the mom distracted while the kid like tried to steal stuff from our car. I remember that being like maybe that's not a scam, maybe that's just robbery, but I wanted to share it anyway. I wanted to relate to this in some way. Brand new Amazon gift cards have been scratched off. Oh no, all of them have been. Sorry if formatting is bad, I'm typing this out on my phone as I'm away for the holidays. My father gifted me 3 Amazon gift cards today, and when I went to go and redeem them, I found all of them had a small part of the code scratched off. I'll attach a photo, but they're all scratched off in the same way. I opened them brand new from the packaging as you see in the photo. I didn't notice the first card because I didn't think anything was off yet, but the second 2 card stickers that covers the code was not properly centered. Not sure if this means they were peeled and replaced or if it's normal for them to be off center. I'm going to talk to my dad and see if he has the receipt so I could try to exchange them. Has anyone else seen or heard of this? I'm really just wondering what may have happened here. The only thing I could think of is someone on the assembly line stole the codes, but I would think that the making of these gift cards would be almost entirely automated. Wow. Yep, someone took them, opened them, took the code, scratched it so it couldn't be used, then resealed it and returned it. The money was gone the second it was loaded onto the card, unfortunately. I didn't even think about that being a possibility that people could do. It makes sense that that's like a way that operates. I would imagine that I don't even know how you would get like circumvent a scam like that. Like the first thing that comes to my brain is maybe like rendering the cards null until money's loaded, but I think that's already the case. Man, insanity. Great job, Walgreens. Scam alert. Buying a gift card to pay someone? You may be a scam victim. Oh, and they have like information here. That's nice. Never provide card numbers to anyone over phone or email. Utility companies, the IRS, or any other government agencies will never request payment in form of gift cards. Which, yes, correct. I can't imagine owing taxes to the government, getting a call from the IRS, and them going, "Hey, you want to do that in Amazon gift cards? That'll make us square." I like this. Treat gift cards like cash. Very, very good, Walgreens. I thought it was a sarcastic title at first, but no, they did well. That's me. I'm not perfect. Oh, you look so cool. This is me. The washboard abs on that guy. Wow, that's both them. You look so strong and handsome. I don't know your age yet. I'm 32 year and single. How old are you? Thank you. I only drink Diet Coke. Food? Who's heard of it? Water? Fool's beverage. I'm 26. You age mature. You're very friendly. I wonder, where do you live in? I live in New York. Oh no, not New York. All trails lead back, man. Friend got out of a pig butchering scam. Excuse me, a what? Turns out a family friend had been talking to half a dozen gorgeous rich Asian women for the last few months. Told me he had $1,000 in crypto in some .VIP app, but he can't withdraw until his wallet bonds. I told him it's a pig butcher. Okay, just basing on what I understand now, pig butcher must mean, I don't know, like a pay pig type situation, but that would maybe I should look it up before I start spouting off nonsense, because I'm trying to extrapolate what I think that would be. So I think I am right. Pig butcher scams, they're a type of scam with like a element of romance. That's how I understand it anyway. It's like a long-term play from the scammer. I told him it's a pig butcher and sent him some videos to enlighten him on the subject. A few hours later, he tells me he got his money back. Wow, a happy ending? Apparently he told him he's ready to invest a lot more tomorrow, but he just needs to feel confident moving his money through the withdrawal process. So they let him do it. He's now got it back in his crypto.com account. I'm stunned. I didn't think these workers even had the ability to send money in that direction, let alone would fall for it. I guess the same greed they count on got the best of them. Oh, they got fooled. They got played by their own gambit. Amazing, you love to see that. It's not uncommon that they'll let you draw relatively small amounts. After tens of thousands of dollars or even more, $1,000 is a risk they'll take, since the scammers haven't really lost anything. Especially if your friend was clever enough to make it sound like he's just testing the process and plans to invest more. Tell your friend that he's lucky and he should next block all of them and not engage further, which is the most important element of that, to save your money. Absolutely, yes, 100%. People knocked on my door this morning to ask for a package. I was waiting for an Amazon delivery this morning when I heard a knock on the door. My package was there, but so were two people, a man and a woman. The woman asked me about a package. I told them this was mine and said that their package was supposed to be delivered at my apartment number. Excuse me? Why would your package be marked from my apartment? I just gave them a confused look. It was pretty early and I was out late last night. They said they must have the wrong apartment and left. They gathered up a lot of bags that I hadn't noticed they had and I closed the door. My package was delivered at 8:16 and they were at my door at around 8:20. What was their goal here? If they're trying to steal my package, why knock? Why send a package to a stranger's house at all? It feels like they're casing the joint. They use stolen credit cards to order merchandise online and they have it shipped to a random address that they could keep an eye on. The reason they were there quickly is because they were close enough to see the package delivery truck arrive at your address. Your package is the only one that was delivered today, but they were hoping you were also given about 2 other packages you know nothing about. Their packages will probably arrive in the next day or 2, so keep an eye out for packages you know nothing about. In theory, their scam works best if their package with their name arrives at your address, and they pick it up off your porch without you ever knowing it was there in the first place. Something covert. Pizza delivery that I never ordered is freaking me out. I got a call from a no-caller ID saying she was outside with my pizza. The scariest threat. I told her I didn't order a pizza. She then confirms my address and name, so I assume one of my friends must have bought me a pizza as a surprise or something. I look outside the window and there's nobody there, and she tells me that she's parked by a stop sign. I go outside to look around and see if I find her car. We're still on the phone at this point. I get to the street and I tell her I still can't see her car. She says she's turning around to try and find me, then starts screaming, "Oh my God! Oh my God, they're coming! Oh my God!" And she lets out a final scream before the call goes dead. Good Lord! What? Now I need to know how this becomes a scam. I need to see a comment that's like, "Oh yeah, that's the scream of murder scam. It happens all the time." That freaked me out quite a bit because it already seemed suspicious. So I ran back into my house as fast as I could. Once I got back inside, I looked out the window. Whoa, there was a man at the end of my block sprinting across the street. I don't know what was going on, but I'm super freaked out and I don't feel safe here. What the fuck? Huh? It was a good way to get you to open your door and leave your home, probably unlocked in your haste. Wow, I didn't even consider that. Holy cow, how terrifying. Yeah, exactly. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking I got lucky with how fast I ran inside my house. That's insanity. Wow. That's gotta be probably the most terrifying encounter in this subreddit. QR code parking scam. Girlfriend recently was the victim of a QR parking code scam in a car park near us in Luton. I went to the car park and removed the fake QR code sticker. I'm wondering if I can do anything to get the site taken down or to stop anyone else getting scammed out of their hard-earned money. I'm wary of going on the URL itself because I'm not sure how the scam works. I tried to report it to the council but couldn't get through. Really winds me up, these scams. My girlfriend says there were 2 other people using the QR code at the same time. Oh no. It got multiple people. The quicker I can get the site down, the better. Thanks in advance for any help. That's real noble. Don't show the QR code, please. Please blur that QR code. Oh yeah, and they peeled it back and it was a totally different thing. They used the same color scheme and everything. Stopped a gift card scam for a 78-year-old woman. Yesterday I was leaving my apartment building to take out some trash when this older woman who lives here stopped me in the hall and asked if I knew how to send gift cards in the mail. She then said she had gift cards to send to her grandkids, but she had no idea how to send them and needed help. Part of me thought, well, it's almost Christmas and the postal workers are on strike, so maybe that's really what she's doing. But sending gift cards did ring an alarm bell. So I go up to her apartment and I quickly see her messenger list, and the top name is Agent John, and I start asking, who are you sending these to? She says to my grandkids, they're with the guy. Who's the guy? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure this is a scam. No, it isn't. I've done it before. She later claims she hasn't done it before. Her memory's not great. but she keeps insisting that her grandkids are with some guy and that it isn't a scam. I decide to shelve it while we take the photos on her phone camera and wait to open the messages since she ain't listening yet. I decided if she doesn't end up believing me that it's a scam, I'll just decline to help her send the photos. So we open up the messages and it's Agent John Smith, the most inconspicuous name ever conceived. And he asks her if she's got home yet. I didn't read the conversation, but I did see the typical scammer stuff. You want a prize? Go to Walmart, buy gift cards and cash, don't tell anyone, hurry up, yada yada yada. So then I say, yes, I'm sorry, but this is totally a scam. Do not send those. She asks me how I know, and I explain how I've seen this hundreds of times all across the internet, and it's always the same. She finally gets it and is pretty shook that she got that far into it, but I'm glad I was there to stop it. She said it was stressful because he was so persistent and kept demanding updates. She then points to another message from my former head nurse, in quotes, at her job, who was the one who connected her with the agent scammer. I tell her that it's also a scam and her account was either hacked or someone just stole the info. I blocked and deleted both of them and deleted the gift card photos. She was gonna send them $1,000. Oh my God. Later, she brought me a scarf and a hat she crocheted as a thank you. Oh, can we see those? I hope you took pictures of those. I searched Agent John on Facebook and there are hundreds and hundreds of scammers with similar profiles. Dude, it is a pervasive problem. Very afraid. Hey, I bought a lot of seafood. Are you free for dinner tomorrow? I'm very afraid. Why did you give me this picture? I'm very afraid.
And you should be. They tell me to wear your skin. 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 They tell me to wear your skin.
I think I sent a text to the wrong number. I'm so sorry. I hope you don't mind. Snitches get stitches. Excuse me, are you Irene? I saw your boyfriend walking hand in hand with other girls at the beach this morning. And? We have an open relationship. Those girls were probably Mary and her sister. We have fun together. Who are you trying to tattle on my man? You know, snitches get stitches. I love that their only response is, oh my God! OMG! I don't think Tina understands my struggle. Hi, are you okay? No, my d is always throbbing because it's so big. My name is Tina. We haven't contacted each other for a long time. Do you still remember me? Do you remember how big my d is, Tina? It's the cross I have to bear. Chop it up with a knife, then it won't hurt. But Tina, it's too thick. The knife will snap. Tina, I don't know what to do. I wonder how many other scams this would work for. The my d is too big retort. I love how quickly they dropped it too. Do you still remember me? My d is massive. Chop it off then. How about you get rid of it then? Sounds like I got a solution to your problem. No, Tina. I'm really entertained by that. That cracks me up. I think the moral of the story here is to be observant of what is and is not a scam. You know, I mean, these people did not know better, and I mean, some did, some didn't. But being informed of what the red flags of scams are will better prepare you to avoid them if they enter your life. You know, it's an important thing to know. You know what I mean? If you can identify a scam, then you're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? I think that's a good lesson to take from this. I think that's a very good lesson. It's a good moral of the story is to learn what a scam is, learn how to get away from a scam rather. I mean, if you look at these subreddits too, they are filled with just people sharing scam after scam after scam. It's a pervasive problem. So be informed and send them frightening imagery and they'll run away.